Why do we get hiccups? The answer will blow your mind. Hi, I'm Stuart Lee. I have ASD autism since I was 4 years old. Okay, so hiccups. Everyone gets them, right? But what are they actually doing? And more importantly, how do you make them stop? Let's break this down. Here's what doctors say is actually happening inside your body. You have a muscle right under your lungs called the diaphragm. This is your main breathing muscle. When you breathe in, it pulls down. When you breathe out, it relaxes back up. Pretty straightforward, right? But sometimes this muscle gets irritated. It starts to spasm, kind of like when your eye twitches, but it's your breathing muscle doing it. When your diaphragm spasms, it makes you suck in air really suddenly, and at the same time, there's a flap in your throat called your vocal cords that snaps shut. That snap, that snap, the hiccup, that's the hiccup sound. So basically, hiccups are just your diaphragm muscle freaking out and your throat slamming shut. That's it. But what actually causes this to happen? Medical experts have identified the most common triggers: eating too fast. When you gulp down food quickly, you're also swallowing a lot of air. That air irritates your diaphragm. Drinking carbonated drinks, soda, sparkling water, beer, all those bubbles expand in your stomach and push up against your diaphragm. Sudden temperature changes. Ever chug something really cold and then get hiccups? That temperature shock can trigger your diaphragm to spasm. Getting too excited or stressed. When you laugh really hard or get nervous, you start breathing irregularly, and that can set off hiccups. Eating spicy food, spicy stuff can irritate the nerves that control your diaphragm. Your stomach being too full or too empty, both extremes can trigger hiccups because your diaphragm sits right on top of your stomach. So basically, hiccups happen when something irritates the nerve that controls your diaphragm muscle. Alright, here's what you actually came for. How do you stop hiccups? Doctors recommend these methods that actually have science behind them. Hold your breath for 10 seconds. This is the big one. When you hold your breath, carbon dioxide builds up in your blood. That calms down the irritated nerve and stops the spasm. Medical studies show this is one of the most effective techniques. Drink a glass of water slowly without stopping. The swallowing motion resets the nerve signals going to your diaphragm. Some doctors say to drink from the far side of the glass while bending over. It sounds weird, but it works for a lot of people. Breathe into to a paper bag. Same concept as holding your breath. You're increasing carbon dioxide, which relaxes your diaphragm. Pull your knees to your chest and lean forward. This physically compresses your diaphragm and can stop the spasm. Gargle with ice water. The cold plus the gargling motion can interrupt the hiccup reflex. Most hiccups stop on their own within 5 to 10 minutes. Your body usually sorts it out naturally. Now, here's something important that health professionals want everyone to know. If hiccups last longer than 48 hours, that's a medical concern. It could indicate an underlying issue with your nervous system, digestive system, or even metabolism. Normal hiccups, completely harmless, but persistent hiccups need medical attention. So there you go. Hiccups happen when something irritates the nerve controlling your diaphragm. It spams, your throat snaps shut, and you get that annoying sound. The fix? Increase your carbon dioxide by holding your breath, or reset the nerve by drinking water. Simple as that. As that. If this helped, smash that like button and subscribe, and drop your best hiccup keyword in the comments. I want to know what actually works for you. See you next time.